To CCN Midday News. I'm your host, Captivating Christian, and here are some of your top stories for today, May 14th. FBI serves warrant to senator in investigation of stock sales linked to the coronavirus. What Trump's refusal to wear a mask says about masculinity in America. Martial arts teacher run over multiple times until dead after an argument at a store. And beloved gospel singer fatally shot by police following an alleged scuffle over a taser. And New York NYPD are under fire after starkly different responses to violations of social distancing over the weekend. And lastly, an Atlanta public schools partner with I'm a Father, the first to deliver free meals of love to families in need during the coronavirus pandemic. Let's get to the news. Federal agents seized a cell phone belonging to a prominent Republican senator on Wednesday night as part of the Justice Department's investigation into the controversial stock trades he made as the coronavirus first struck the U.S., the law enforcement officials say. Senator Richard Burr of North Carolina, the chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee, turned over his cell phone to agents after they served a search warrant on the lawmaker at his residence in the Washington area. The official said, speaking on the conditions of anonymity to discuss a law enforcement action. The seizure represents a significant escalation in the investigation of whether Burr violated a law pertaining to members of Congress from trading on intelligence information they have gleaned for their own personal gain. To obtain a search warrant, federal agents and prosecutors must persuade a judge that they have probable cause to believe a crime was committed. The law enforcement officials told the Department of Justice is examining Burr's communication with his broker as well. That's for the reason the president was there. The former aerospace plant in Phoenix has pivoted to producing them in recent months amidst the nationwide shortage of personal protection equipment, otherwise known as PPE. Trump himself has declined to wear a mask while being photographed at the plant, though he claimed he wore one backstage. Vice President Mike Pence was criticized for failing to wear a mask during a tour at a Mayo clinic back in April, and when the armed protesters showed up at the Michigan State House on April 30th to protest the stay-at-home order amidst the coronavirus pandemic, many were mask-free. One shouting, bare-faced man who photographed at the rally said that not at all is he worried about the virus. He would never wear a mask, ever. Since the pandemic began, however, issues of wearing masks has further exploded in America's racial and gender prejudices. Early on, wearing a mask was associated with Asian countries and often dismissed because of its racial assumptions about these countries. As many cities begin to require residents to wear masks, police have begun targeting black males for covering their faces, profiling them as criminals rather than people trying to abide by the health guidelines. The New York City Police Department seems to be handling social distancing violations differently, as one officer was seen seamlessly handing out masks to white parkgoers, while several cops were seen forcefully arresting a man of color outside a deli on the corner of Avenue D and East 9th Street in the East Village on Saturday. Two plainclothes officers approached a man and a woman who were speaking to each other and ordered them to separate. According to witness reports, Jaquise Owens and two were already standing 6 feet apart which is recommended distance for face-to-face interactions.
Once I spin this way.
See, they're just chilling. Y'all
but look
apart
like
from
she's
each
looking
other.
for some or someone. Fuck, why you keep
Look at it.
You seen them, exactly. She was looking for something. She seen them. That's why she's trying to stay in front of him, see? She seen them niggas already. How you grab her up like that? That's whoa! Oh wow. Wow, son.
Now he goes to the over there.
Sorry, man.
See how they pick the little ass up?
Are you pulling a nigga leg, bro? What are you doing?
What he was doing, he put something in his pocket. He went in his pocket. Seen him, he like wanted to grab some, put it in his pocket.
Yo, bless.
Yo.
All right, we got this point on here.
Dante Wilburn, age 34, is accused of running over Randy Hu, age 45, at a parking lot on a strip mall on the 2nd of May, resulting in the death of the latter at a hospital thereafter. According to authorities, the conflict began when the two started inside a food source store located in the mall on the West Hammer Lane. Around about 3:30 p.m., Hu and his wife reportedly walked out of the store to their car on the parking lot. Wilburn pulled up in his SUV and exchanged words with Hu, according to eyewitnesses. Shortly after, Wilburn drove off, but only to circle around the lot and return next to Hu's vehicle. It's unclear how many people were present at the time of the incident, but it is reported that Wilburn had then backed up and ran over Hu again, and then forwarded the car and then ran over him once again. The suspect, who was in the vehicle, initially drove over the victim and left the parking lot. Stockton police officers have reported. 2 hours later, Wilburn crashed his SUV into another vehicle parked outside of a home in the Cali Drive area. He was arrested shortly thereafter. Wilburn was arraigned on the 5th of May. He is now facing 5 charges, including premeditated murder, gross vehicular manslaughter, hit and run property damage, and resisting arrest, according to the reports. And this is not his first time for Wilburn to be arrested. In March, he was also apprehended for allegedly hitting a man with an unknown object. Wilburn's bail was set at $2.5 million. He will have to return to court on May 29th. A community in Houston is outraged after the police shot and killed a black gospel singer during a traffic stop on Friday, according to NBC News. Adrian Medias, was stopped on the suspicion of being drunk when a scuffle allegedly broke out and turned fatal. The Houston Police Department has released a statement saying that Medias took a sobriety test after he was pulled over for speeding. The gospel singer was allegedly traveling 97 miles per hour on a freeway around 1:05 a.m. in the morning when he was pulled over. The Houston Press has reported after being instructed to exit the freeway and park into a nearby parking lot, Medias took a sobriety test and denied consuming alcohol before admitting that he had insomnia, according to the Houston Press. Police said an officer identified as Jay Romez tried to arrest Medeiros after the sobriety test, but the 48-year-old resisted and grabbed the officer's taser. That's when the policeman allegedly fired 4 times, killing the former gospel director of the Prairie View A&M Baptist Student Movement, according. I Am a Father First was created by Keith A. Lewis Jr. and Jermaine Clark to serve local youth and refinement of fatherhood with a focus on uplifting families and reducing the number of fatherless homes. The nonprofit had already been working with the male Atlanta public school students and extended its partnership to support students' nutrition last month. Mercedes-Benz USA is an official partner and had been donating 3 Mercedes-Benz Sprinter vans to deliver food to families in need. In addition, T-Mobile generously donated $10,000 to the food delivery program. In addition to these sponsors, the Atlanta Public School and I Am a Father First are seeking additional partners and donations to support local students and families. The Meals of Love, which consist of hot meals prepared by chefs, are delivered Monday through Friday between the hours of 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. The average family serves up to 6 people. The partnership has more than 50 families since its launch back in March, reaching more than 500 people. These students typically rely on the free school breakfast and lunch programs during the school year. Once again, thank you for watching CCN Midday News. Hope you enjoy. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also hit that notification button so you will never miss another news update. Have a great day. Peace.